Right, hello and welcome. I'm trying to collect myself after what just happened in warm-up. We're in for a corker tonight. Got a damn good fixture ahead of us tonight. This is the Heli U Competitive League. You two are watching. I hope you already knew that. Where am I going to go? Bottom left will be furthest away from the action. I'm your host, Highway to Heal. I will be casting this game for the teams Zulu Squad Recon, ZSR, and this is going to embarrass myself now. The 7 CIE, which I don't know what it stands for. But it's probably better that I don't know what it stands for because it's French and I would absolutely butcher the pronunciation. You can see there we've got Sergeant Henny straight on node building duties. Looks like he's missing a box. Oh no, there's his third box. So we are playing Sainte-Marie du Mont, or SMDM as people most commonly call it. This is 35 v 35. This is a Div 2 round 5 game, which I hope you didn't spot the mistake on the waiting for stream to start screen. But I think I covered it up pretty well. Okay. You didn't see that. That's going to be an embarrassing 30 seconds. Anyway, so you can see teams lining up on the red wall here. I don't know if I play for a team. I play for KRRC, and there is a little truck snipe which you can do down here. This Pierre's Farm road is pretty straight. So speaking of, Pierre's Farm is the central point for this. We can see here it runs across the map for 7 CIE into cattle sheds and Winter's Landing, which is where the supplies are going down. Looks like the ZSR supplies are going down in gardens on the presumption that they'll cap the first point. 30 seconds to go. What else do I need to do? Housekeeping stuff. I need to turn my mic down a teeny tiny bit. It's the standard rule set. Immortal artillery, of which there are 1. Immortal nodes, of which you'd hope there are 3 of each. No Panther, no 75 to balance the tanks out, and that's usually everything I need to run through. Anyway, let's see how this goes. I need to get a little closer to get the names up, and we can see when the trucks come into the sniping range. We can see here the trucks in the east, recon tank in the center, and a late truck coming out of the center as well. A lot of players still in spawn for 7 CIE, even the commander in a supply truck. Looks like the recon tank is blasting it up this main road. I heard something. Someone hit the house. Maybe Sergeant Dara. Recon tank has reached Pierre's farm and will now set up somewhere appropriately. We've got Thomas, and Alwyn. One truck has disembarked. Recon tank, one shot in by Major Tip Toucher, and the second in by... Oh, okay. It was Roman, sorry. I didn't spot the 2 AT soldiers down there. The recon tank didn't last very long, and I think that was the 7 CIE's opening play there, was to try and get the trucks off the spawn. But a great takedown by Tip Toucher and Romans. Now, there was a tank shot there, I think, onto the transport truck. Yep, from Jambon or Jambon. Hisute and Dark Hunter. Now we've got Major Nuts with a lovely little spot here for the supply truck. So I see this used quite a lot in public lobbies as well. But parking the truck there allows you to vault up to this red roof and gives you some lovely sight lines of the main road just for calling out tanks, infantry, airheads, supplies, etc. So I think that's what Major Nuts is going to do. He's going to wait until this point is capped, get that garrison up, and then probably sit on the roof and call things out to the squad leaders. Now, okay, I haven't actually cast a PS farm yet, but I've done my fair bit of research on PS, so hopefully I'll be able to predict a few players and maybe capture them as well. That would be a great benefit. But I was saying we were going to be in for a great game, and here's reason number one while we're in for a great game. We've got Bumhead 2 over here, one of the fan favourite names in the Hell EU League. We love a bit of Bumhead 2. There are a few others, but I will let them creep themselves up in the stream as it goes on. Now, how are the 7CIE going to retaliate to this what's the word? The push that didn't go to plan. And that is the initial point cap to Zulu Squad Recon. 7CIE pushing in 3 lanes really here, which you can see fairly clearly. They're going very heavy on the east side, sorry, of the map. They've got a big cluster of OPs. Probably gonna have to jump in over here and follow. Oh, we've got the medium over here too, and a lovely little spot viewing Pierre's with some cover from this red tank, just to stop any sight lines from the south and west. But this is where it looks like 7CIE want to push pretty hard. I think this is usually referred to as pizza slice, given that the triangle on the map looks like a pizza slice. And speaking of pizza slices, how fitting that we've got Papa John's in the game over here. I wonder if you'll find him over at Pizza Slice throughout the game. Surprised they didn't station him over there in the squad, in the team roster. Surely would have been a boost of morale for him. Zulu Squad Recon pushing hard. Usually you see teams sit on the south side of this cornfield and fields, but they've really took it in their stride and moved forward to the north side of this and starting to hold the hedge lines up there, which you love to see. Right, back to Pizza Slice after our Pizza Slice side quest. Master Sergeant JC moving up, taking a few down as he goes, but here's the other fan favourite. We've got Sergeant Panzerfart here, creeping along the hedge line. Don't know if he realises there's 3 7CIE to his east, and they are creeping up the hedge. We've got Manu and Pappy moving up to danger. I mean, sorry, high voltage. He's just patched himself up. Taken down by either Nero or Yuri Nata. Some interesting new names for me to try and work out on the fly tonight, but we'll take it in our stride. Sergeant Henny sitting in a rather risky location on the glider. You don't normally find someone playing around here, given it's so exposed from one side or the other, depending on where you sit. But looks like they've got a fairly decent hold of this eastern side. Recon playing out from ZSR. Very well placed as well. They're going to get a bunch of information of where Fox and Dog Squad are for the 7CIE, as well as the tank and the squad that are stationed up with the tank. But I don't think it's clear that, I mean, there will be an assumption that there's a garrison over on that side given the push that's come from that way. But they won't be able to distinguish where it is from the recon plane. Right, enough of map. More action please, let's go. Let's go and have a look at the front door now, which has shifted over towards cattle sheds. We've got Romans on a solo push, which is way out behind a bunch of the 7CI. Only Nano and Beggs has just spawned in on the OP. Romans moving up, and there's a mine right there. He misses the mine. Supplies too. Nano aware that there is a threat in the vicinity because the OP is warm. General 8 has come back. We've also got the Commander, Barbu and Bigard. I used to think that said Big Beard, I think. I'm pretty sure I've said that on a previous stream in the moment, but running... Oh, he's taking down the supplies, and he's spotted the mines now. But yeah, Big is running the artillery class, which I can only assume is to have more people on flaring duties. Now that is allowed, I think. Or is it? I can't remember what the verdict was. It happened in another game. Oh, Roman's on a tear. He's taken down 2. He just needs the OP now. What's he made from? He's the Terminator. He's dead though. Good little run there from him though. But now the 7CIE are on panic stations. Grenades are thrown. We've got Bass tossing a grenade. And the 7CIE really spreading out wide here. They've got a cluster to the east and a cluster to the west now, but they are leaving a pretty big gap in front door, which has been left wide open for Bumhead 2 to progress through. Of all people, Bumhead has spotted the cluster to his right, but moves on. Actually, no, it's not my place. I was going to ask if the artillery player is permitted, but it's not really my place to say that, apart from mention it on the stream. But interesting that he's playing all the way back here. Yeah, it's for more flares, see. So with the rework, sorry, yeah, this is a good moment to mention. Oh, jeez. A good moment to mention the rework here. So, Bumhead 2 falling victim to the artillery squad. So in the recent update, the recent patch, the flare mechanic used by the recon squad and artillery squad, and I think that's it, has been reworked. So now the player that flares then has a global 5-minute cooldown, like you would on a supply box or ammo box. You can't swap to a rifleman to refresh the ammo, or you can't swap to a tank crew to refresh your supplies. That flare will not be able to be fired for another 5 minutes. So now the recon squads are limited, obviously, to 2 every 5 minutes between the 2 of them. So it has offered an opportunity to use a artillery class, which you can have up to 3. Obviously, 1 is immortal and on the artillery gun at all times. and the other artillery player, which here is Big Erd, or Big Erd, I don't know. He can use the flare defensively, whilst the recon squads go and push offensively. Anyway, I have missed a little bit of this attack going on. I've got Bumhead 2 leading the charge, got Worm God Cop and Long Snake, all pushing different sectors of the cattle sheds at the moment. Got General 8 on the engineer, just building up defences, getting some barbed wire up, using that mechanic to funnel the infantry into his mines. We got Papa John's now moving up. Papa John's runs into cattle sheds. Commander is doing commander things from the way he was stood. Oh, and a satchel goes. I don't know if that maybe was Long Snake or not really sure who that was, but it took out all of the buildings from that engineer that I previously mentioned, that I've certainly remembered the name of. Bumhead 2 with the box drop from his OP. What a great OP from Bumhead 2. Can we just appreciate that with the number of spots? Oh, sorry, Bumhead. But anyway, because of his well-placed OP, he can just come straight back onto it. He'll probably get the... Oh, he nearly got the first spawn. But off that OP, we've got Long Snake, Romans, and Yuri. We have got some 7th CIE pushing back over. We've got Dixon and Luliv. Thank you for being here, Ben. I appreciate it. Sorry, I had to do a quick type in the chat. And it looks like this push may get repelled by the 7th CIA at the moment. Help me get one more. Do please help me get one more, as Desmond Doss once said. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Artillery coming down on the north side of cattle sheds now. We've got a airhead coming down, which has not been picked up. Someone has though. I can see someone's looking towards it. Yeah, it's been called out. So now we've got Bastos running like hell for this airhead. But will there be a spawn wave off of it? Now we've got a bombing run coming in as well onto cattle sheds. Looks like these two are going to deal with this airhead. I think they may get a spawn wave off. There may be one. There's no way they haven't. They thought it went behind. It blended in behind. That is insane. Probably not intentional. I don't know. But obviously when they saw it drop, they assumed that it would be behind the hedgerow, when in reality it was on this side and it was covered by the crops. That is amazing. Again, I don't know if it's intentional, but very clever play if it was. Very nice to see. Bumhead 2 on the aggressive attack. Sitting deep in the enemy backline at the moment, but in territory that does not permit him to drop an OP. So he will need to move back, and Lulev is covering the 6 of cattle sheds. It's taken down by Bumhead, and if Bumhead can get his OP up here, they could be in a perfect position to flip cattle sheds. But it looks like the Zulu Squad Recon are sitting fairly comfortably on cattle sheds following that bomb run. I'm sorry I didn't catch the bombing run, but the airhead was a much more critical play there. I think if that didn't pull off, then you wouldn't have had the couple of infanteers pushing from that direction. Got Major Tip Toucher versus one of the tank commanders, and he just plays it safe with a rocket to his feet. Okay. Not sure where the... Oh, two different recon planes. I hope they don't collide in the air. But, quick one from me. OP's here for 7th CIU. We've got a little garrison just away for... Oh, God, that's horrible. Garrison over here, which is the closest to attack for cattle sheds. And that's pretty much the route that they would need to take. But you've also got this garrison out to the east, which allows for a direct route into cattle sheds. However, if this does get capped, which will maybe pretty soon, they're going to get pushed right back. And Zulu Squad Recon have already got this attacking garrison set up for Winter's Landing. Now, if this goes through, I hope this isn't a short game, but it looks like it could be. We've got a bombing run out from 7CIE. I'm aware you haven't got any sound because I was doing map analysis. Map analysis is cleared. Let's jump back into here and see how this bombing run does. Nothing in the crops. Sorry for the frame drops there. And the flip onto cattle sheds has gone through, and now you may see a big set of redeploys. Yeah, I'm not sure what... I don't know if Sergeant Snow's just working with his tank crew back here. Anti-tank crews, but we've got Twix and we've got Nabutada? I don't know. But anyway. So we are at 20 minutes in. And Zulu Squad Recon are now currently sitting on cattle sheds with their attacking garrisons set up. We've got King Squad in the form of Bumhead 2. And we have got Major Colm. You got Dara, Worm God Cop and Bumhead 2 all pushing. And Rosie Boot. Manu is defending along with Beggs, Ben Lepi4, Little Lux and Black Shark. Just threatened with a single Rosie Boot. I feel like I'm getting bend over there. Sounds like one of them types of... I mean, Zulu's got Regal full of great names. With the 2K, looks like... Oh. Rocket away. Rosie on the tear here, I think that's 4. Slow down, take a breath. Bastos spots Rosie. Rosie retreats back to safety. In a great position here just to get the spawns that are running out at this point. We've got Bosco off to one side, running into certain death. Someone who just fainted at the sight of his friend being shot. General 8 Twix as well. Rosie's on I think 7 now. 8. This is insane. Oh, and the kill streak gets brought to an end. You see, Big, you don't need that artillery class. You don't need that. Gonna hear a tank. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh! At least it wasn't allowed. I mean, I had to suppress the hell out of that. There's no way Rosie's gonna get this tank crew. There's no way. No way. Well, that's a recon tank pretty much immobilised, and they probably won't get that back. Yeah, Worm God with the rocket to the backside of the recon tank. 7CI really need to just get, you know, comfortable on defence before running out to attack. It seems like they may have tried to rush the attack back onto Pierre's farm. Got supplies down for Fox Squad, for Crooner, to build an attacking garrison in the red zone, which will be used to traverse either into HQs or into Winter's Landing down the main road. Do you know what? There is some more good names that I haven't stumbled across yet. There we go. General Gooner over in the distance, and Major Tip Toucher. We've even got Sergeant Moist, which is great. Some people love that word, some people hate that word, but I'll say it one more time and then I won't say it again. Moist. Panzer farts. Always lay down to bandage. You must always lay down to bandage. I learned that in Medic Class 101. Got Master Sergeant JC moving up to Joke, but Joke spots him first. I think Papa John's had the call out of one on me as JC's died, and now Papa John looking for the culprit. Taking down Joke. Looked like it was off the comms. And now let's have a look at this, shall we? We've got flares up for the Allies. Sorry, I didn't mention that, did I? Got Zulu Squad Recon playing from the Axis side of this map, and we have 7 CIE playing from the Allies side. That was one of the details I missed at the start, but better late than never. So we've got a tank rolling out down here. It's one thing that is annoying about when you're zoomed out looking at the battle, is that you can't see the tanks. You just get the names over the infantry rather than the tanks. Stuart taking a shot from the side. Worm God Cop. And again. Will he get the third rocket away into the front? No, he doesn't. 7CI taking fairly good control of the western portion of the map. Yeah, they need to get this garrison to really nip a bud in the what's the word? To nip the attack in the bud. Sorry, I've been up since technically 5:30 this morning. It was 6:30, but the clock's changed. I don't care. I'll call it 5:30. It sounds worse, okay? But anyway, that's a lie in. No. Yeah, so they've got King Squad's OP, they've got the garrison, House Squad coming up to protect the garrison. Dead Otter. And we've got Do 1209 BVS. I feel like I'm reading out the serial number of a fridge or something, but that guy on AT is looking for the garrison. I think he's taking it down. Yeah, he takes down the garrison. Thought I would have seen a rocket on it or a satchel, but wanted the quick takedown and to keep his rockets in his back pocket. I think that may have put a stop to the attack there, but there is a significant threat onto cattle sheds now. I mean, it is getting capped very slowly, but looks like the spawn over to the east has begun this attack. Sorry I didn't see it, but it looks like it would have been... Oh, it's off of this garrison perhaps, or maybe an airhead that I've missed, but let's have a look here. We've got Belize, Manu, Lilux, Twix and Quival moving through the cornfields or wheat fields if you're going to pull me up on it. Cactus falls down to Papa John, but Papa John falls too. Goss taken down. What have we got coming over here? We've got Recon plane coming over for the ZSR to get some information on this attack, but it has kind of gone in the if they did it in the other direction. I know he's trying to get information on Winter's Landing, but if he did it from the other direction, he'd have caught the commander. Got the professional. Oh, sorry. Big yawn. Not from the game being boring, but from my silly 1-year-old son waking me up stupidly early. But yeah, the professional getting his artillery down onto the onto the infantry pings. Right. Got Fasten in the chat. Shout out to Fasten and Ben. Fasten being the top... Oh, we've lost sound. Fasten being the top gifter with 10 gifted subs yesterday, and Ben with the 5 gifted So there's a second shout out to you guys, and thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. It keeps me going, you know. Keeps me wanting to do this. I enjoy it, but sometimes I'm like, I can't be bothered. But when I know there's people that actually enjoy it, it drives me to keep going. So thank you very much. And any of the new subs around here, maybe you were gifted from one of them. They are in here tonight, so pass your thanks on if you wish to do so. Camrad, Scrano, and Mighty in the tank. And the P4 for the ZSR. Not really any immediate threat for them. They've got a oh, they've just, there was a light tank I think, but it was taken down. But I think 7CIE are only running the one tank crew by the looks, unless I'm missing the tank set somewhere. But sorry, I'll get you away from that machine gun because it's driving me mad as well. But yeah, there was only that light tank. Oh no, wait, hang on. There we go. We've got Dark Hunter, Jambon, and yeah, okay, they're in the heavy tank now, and we've got this other crew that are going to roll in the recon tank. So they're running two tank crews, not one like I thought. However, what could be considered a tank crew is Ben the P4. You wouldn't fit a P4 in this hedge, in this bush, would you? But Ben's made it happen. Lying in wait for the P4 that he's probably spotted or heard. Let's go catch up with Panzerfahrts, shall we? And if right. Oh, General Guna playing so well that he's on fire, you could say. We've all made that mistake. I can't play that off as a funny haha moment, but we've all touched the flaming artillery guns at some point and had to use a bandage. We've got a airhead down. Am I going to get there in time before the... Oh yeah, 7CI have spotted it nice and early this time, and Bastos will probably get on that before it deploys. Oh, grenade on it, and it's gone. And just watching over it for a couple of seconds to make sure no one spawns, and they have dealt with that very well. Look at this this tack onto Cal Sheds here. 7CIE have bounced back pretty well. Oopsie. I had the wrong game set on Twitch. Never mind. And yeah, there is a outpost, I think. Yeah, a couple of outposts located here. We've got Baker and Howe squad set up, pushing from this main road into Cattle Sheds, the north to south road. But now we've got Papa John, Rosie, and Panzerfahrts watching over the area and keeping them penned in pretty well. Did you see supplies? I thought I saw the shadow there. What just dropped? Is it that? No way. So we've got supplies down for Axis. Yeah, it was that. That is the shadow that I saw. That's pretty wild. And the supplies are down. Don't think anyone's spotted them, so they are set up for a big flank play. We've also got Major Colm off to the far side of the map. Somehow managed to make it up there. OP's down. It's got Master Sergeant JC on his position now. But it looks like Major's just defending the OP, knowing that Luliv is in the area. And he gets taken out. The OP remains. And now... they are going to clear the area. We've got the Zepek. The Zepek moving up, and they will hear the OP. Will the spawn come off? No. OP's gone. Major Colm is just soaking in the atmosphere and probably been pretty angry at himself for losing that position. That P strike onto the MG. Yeah, there's no. Oh, it was for the heavy tank, but the heavy tank's moved. Unfortunate. I almost caught my second P strike of my streaming career. Damn. Okay. Oh, recon. Oh, look at this spread of. You know what? This is map analysis worthy, actually. This is very map analysis worthy. So let's move up to here. So, Zulu Squad Recon. I've got an attacking Gary here to get straight into there and flank around the western side. However, it's about to get taken down, but 7CIA have had a very sneaky backdoor garrison along with a couple of OPs to get in. And then they've got these two OPs for front door, so they've put the pressure on each side of cattle sheds, along with this recon tank applying pressure just circling around. Now that looks very messy. But yeah, they've also got an OP now set up on this hedgerow here, which is a good spot to have it. A lovely covered run into the point. But looks like Zulu Squad Recon are just taking full control of this dividing road between the 2 points, really. However, the heavy tank is now pushing up and will head across this field in towards cattle sheds, and there's just seen the garrisons there as well for the 7CIA to push off of. Anyway, that's the end of map analysis. Boom. Right. Let's see what Panzerfahrtz is going to do here. On his own. One down. Headshot. He sees the heavy tank. That's his target. He's got a satchel in pocket. And that heavy tank is the recipient on his package. And he wants to deliver that package. Return to sender. Takes some shots from Twix. Doesn't get the location before he's shot. Would have been a pretty impressive play to catch up to that heavy and get it on, because they are just moving full speed. Are they rolling into certain death? Who knows? We've got unknown tribute. Oh, sorry, Tiger. Tiger is side on to the 76 right now. They need to turn front armour. 76 takes down the Tiger. Now the 76 under fire from Staff Sergeant Scotty. Scotty with the second rocket in the backside. And the 76 is now engined by the looks of it. They are a sitting duck. And Scotty's out of rockets. Or is he? He's pulled his rocket back out! He's killed Dark Hunter. They're going to splash the hedge here. Scotty's managed to juke them. Patched himself up. He is certainly out of rockets, otherwise he'd be reloading that thing. But they are engined. And they cannot move. They've got the driver hopped into the spotter seat there to try and inform the gunner of where Scotty is. He's going to splash, I think, here. Yeah, he asked for a splash. Scotty just dancing here. This is like I need like the waltz over this or something, like the Sugar Plum Fairy or something. Major Tip Toucher with no prisoners there, one rocket in, tank down, Oh, was it Dara? Sorry if it was you, Dara. But still, the team kill. Ruthless. He did all the work. And then there was 3 AT units surrounding that 76, but that was an enjoyable watch. But a great elimination onto the Tiger, but there is now... Oh, sorry, man. So flipping tired. Flipping fiddlesticks. I'm so tired. Yeah. That's how I always say that I'm very tired and I'm annoyed about... Oh, recon tank. Almost got the roadkill. Full of rockets. Whoa! We got Lieutenant Bear, the surfer dude. Jumped on top of the tank there and didn't take any damage. Got Henny, Tip Toucher and Disco Balls now in the arena for the recon tank. They are snaking to avoid rockets, but the Serpentine was not enough. Lovely moves there though from the recon tank, but that's 2 tanks down now for 7 CIE, so they're going to be both fresh spawn tanks out of HQs. They're both supply trucks. 2 supply trucks going down the eastern side for the commander. I mean, he's really spending his fuel over on supply trucks. We've got 1 tank crew at spawn, but where's the other? The TIE crew that were taken down they are now in a the 76 are now in a new 76. But they will be low on fuel after that. They've got 2 supply trucks and they've got 4 tanks now in a matter of about 5 minutes. Maybe a bit longer than that actually, I'm exaggerating, 10 minutes or so. Ben Le P4 on the flank. What's Ben looking for? He's looking for that garrison that they've got in this field. We've got Bumhead 2 moving up. Squad leader v squad leader. Oh, he just moves out the way in time. But Ben, I think this is spotted Worm God. Moves back past the Belgian gate. Bumhead is running into... Yeah, as I say, an open field. Not the best place to run when there's someone behind you, but he didn't know. Didn't know there was someone behind him. I always like this spot for a garrison. They're so difficult to find in like a cornfield because you have to pretty much comb through the entire thing to find, like, it could be here. Oops. I should not have done that. Sorry. It could be over here where my cursor is, not my ping. Could be here, could be there. That was not intentional. Also, without any comms, I assume that doesn't mean anything. It's warm anyway, so the information that he would have had is there. Sorry if that's a fuck up. I hold my hands up. But yeah, I mean, usually you have to comb right through it, but they seem to find that fairly quickly. Well done, Dixon and Black Shark. Clearing out your western flank. Got a pretty... Whoa, they're pretty deep here actually. We've got... Well, we did have JC, but now we've just got Crooner, Red and Dara. Panzerfahrt's sitting out in no man's land really here. He's shot by Beggs. Returns fire and wins the gunfight. Now he just needs to keep his wits about him. Infantry to the west. Will he see... Oh, Nabu is seeing him. Nabatada. Yeah, okay. Rodrigo and Big Erd is now coming off of the outpost in that location. Can see how they've tried to spread them out along... Oh, hang on. A half track. Lovely. Bumhead 2 and Major Cole now running into HQ. Taking a bit of fire from the 76. Dark Hunter, Hisute and Chambon. They are looking for Bumhead 2. They are aiming at the very end of that hedge for where Major is about to emerge, but no, he's taken down. Not sure if the comms are going to get through and allow this tank back onto its frontline duties, but there is a bit of a push from the east here. Where's the rest of the 7th CIA? Oh, they've come off a bombing run. Possibly a bombing run airhead combo onto cattle sheds. Yeah, there's the airhead, sorry. Right in front of cattle sheds. Is locked out, but it may not be for long. We've got Naxa and Italian. Major Nuts, Romans Goss on the defence. So Staff Sergeant Scotty now moving in. And just one 7th CIE remaining, unless you can count Bosco. Is he a little bit far out? Another spawn wave in off the airhead there. Kaze, Satsu, Babu moving into cattle sheds. And Major Nuts is realising his garrison is locked out and he needs to do something about it. It's not locked out though, it's just warm. Satsu will be able to hear the garrison on the other side. Oh, a fairly big spawn wave. I can put 6 of them. 6 of them off of the airhead. And the cap race is on, but it does look like the 7th CIE are winning this race right now. They're going to get that garrison taken down. Garrison's going to be locked out anymore. I thought I would have locked out there. Okay. Oh, Goss running into a shooting gallery rather than a cattle shed. Looks like the 7th CIA are going to sit pretty comfortably on cattle sheds right now. Looks like they've got their flare, their angles covered, and the strong point is, I mean, you've got what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players in the strong point there, so that's counting as 33 players, which is almost as many as you can have on one team here in this 35v35 battle. So, yeah, the Zulu Squad Recon really need to get bodies into defence. They are getting contested on Winter's Landing. It was a Hail Mary play, but now the commander will be asking for bodies to return to cattle sheds. We've got supply drop from the 7th CIE, the Allies, that's the Allies. Supply drop for garrison, possibly in the trenches here. Even the commander getting involved, but it just looks like, I don't think that Zulu Squad Recon are going to be able to flip this or contest this here. With the amount of bodies that are in the strong point off of that airhead, that was a crazy play. I can't believe that came off. They were stood next to that airhead. And they let it slip through their fingers. Well played from 7th CIE, well done. Barbu with the... I thought it was a rather risky airhead, but it paid off in the end. And they've got their supplies down for the defensive Gary. But who's this? Major Tip Toucher is moving up. He sees the commander who was trying to build the garrison. He sees the AT who is oblivious. He's not clocked that his OP's gone. Taken down, and the supply drop. The supply drop has been missed by Major Tip Toucher. Hang on. They've built it, right? Yeah, they've built it, sorry. So they've built it anyway, and this is the Gary in here, yeah. Looks like now Zulu Squad are going to go in for the fast retake now. Given that they got a spawn wave off before the point flipped, they've all managed to stay in the red zone, clear the area, and obviously without the airhead, the 7th CIE had to quickly get supplies down and get a garrison up, which is now locked out. Which I'm surprised at. How was the other one not locked out when they were like on it? Anyway. Satsu. Oh, big spawn wave, but there is a flamethrower. We've got Sergeant Dara turning this into a disco inferno. Moving down the eastern flank of the cattle sheds, and flames onto, was that a Ben P4? And it looks like Zulu Squad Recon are retaking cattle sheds. I think he found the Gary. Yeah, he did get the Gary taken out. But Master Sergeant JC now. He is Zepek. Zepek with the rifle shot. but I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, 7CI have even tried to be sneaky enough to put one person on Pierre's. We've got Max Sack, sorry, two people. There is Big Rolo, who are attacking Pierre's farm. Artillery takes down the defending 7CIE units, and now Italian, Dixon and Luliv are pushing from the east in through the wheat with smoke to cover their run, but are all taken out by Zulu Squad Recon. A great retake from Zulu Squad Recon. I mean, it was a great initial cap from 7CIE, but for Zulu or ZSR even to hold their ground after that respawn and not rush in and all redeploy back to Pierre's. I mean, that was very well played there to hold on to the 4-1 point lead. Got Ross, Teflon and Riley the Beast moving up in the P4. Where are guns aiming? Guns are aiming at nothing. I always like watching the tanks because when you see the gun turning, you know they've been called out of bearing, and the urgency of the turn is just so funny to me. The fact that they move so slowly, but it could be an absolute game changer, especially when it's an enemy tank. Speaking of enemy tanks, what is on the field in terms of enemy tanks? We have got a medium, so we've got a Sherman rolling out of middle spawn. And I'm just thinking, I think they may have dropped down to one tank crew at the moment because the half track will use up a bit of fuel. Looks like Thomas and Alwyn are going for a drive in it. Do you know what? I love a half track. Oh, they are the tank crew waiting for the recon. They've moved out of the spawn point. So Thomas and Alwyn are getting in the recon to support the Sherman. Look at this attacking arrow we've got here. We've got Luliv and Ben P4 at the point of the arrow, which is their their attacking garrison. Sorry. Pretty much on the blue line, and a big spawn wave off of that. Rosy boot. Bloody hell, I'm tired. Right, and then we've got Red pushing up solo into this squadron. Looks like they're struggling to get out of this area actually. They've got artillery now to the south, got infantry, but they do have their tank covering their eastern side. Panzerfahrt's opting for the rifleman class, moving through the open field again. Once, twice, three times running through open fields for Panzerfahrts, and once, twice, three times a dead soldier. He will be remembered. He will be remembered for his airhead spawn at the start of the match and his initial attack onto cattle sheds. And we've got Big Rolo, who seems to be trying to maybe flank with Kaze or Kazepatsu. Sorry, I'm just intrigued by this this truck and what it's doing. I'm just a little interested in what his play is here. So he's moving up to the 4-5 line. He somehow managed to sneak through That's high voltage and Nero. Moving down the main road towards Pierre's now. Is he a backline garrison taker downerer? No OP down, which he can't put his OP down here, so I thought he would have maybe popped it on the line he can, which is the 4-5 line. Sorry, my camera work is all over the place. Has he found the gap? There's no way he finds this garrison. What? In a transport truck, he's just drove up to it. He's taking it down. Bish bash bosh. Obviously this will be a long dismantle for Big Rolo. Uh-oh. Here comes the strafe run. And Big Rolo does not get the garrison takedown that he wanted. But it was a good effort. I mean, I'll give him that. It was a good effort, but yeah, the commander was on the ball there. And look at this shape from ZSR. It's lovely. You've got squad out to east, squad out to west, squad playing central. Defensive squads are doing their work. They're following the plan. It's just the one tank crew from ZSR. Oh, no, there's the other one. Back on hockey stick. Ah, yes, of course, yeah. So both teams are running 2 tank crews. Haven't had too many highlights from the tank crews as of yet. I mean, I've probably missed something. I always do. Don't at me. I did see Zepek, but missed the critical machine gun fire onto him. P4 moves up without too much infantry support. Master Sergeant Darrett to his northeast. Corporal Red in the strong point. P4 doing some hurdles on the fences, but now moving up into a pretty dangerous area here. So there is a Stuart here, which is manned by Dark Hunter. And he has just missed the P4. He's ricocheted. And he's dead. After that first shot, I didn't think much was going to happen there. We've got the P4 with pretty substantial frontal armour, but taking the shot from the side from the General 8. Black Shark hitting the front, getting the damage off, but now the P4 is turning and it's putting its tail, its turret between its tracks, and it's running away. I've done the same. General 8 taken now, and now the P4 needs to really get the hell out of dodge. I think they're going to tap the tracks here to, yeah, they're just going to heal the tracks a little bit to ensure a speedy retreat. Ross may have been looking for a satchel. Can never be too careful. Tank is back in action. And the spawn wave off of the nearby outpost. Outpost is destroyed by the tank. The tank is wreaking havoc right now. It's absolutely... Oh, okay. Right, we'll catch up. We'll catch up back with the P4 and see what happens. I mean, they did take down a Stuart, but yeah, there was a push onto cattle sheds, which I think I've missed the main fight. We've got flanking position from Big Rolo, Belize, and Twix. I wonder if Rolo and Twix are referring to the confectionery, or it means something completely different in French, which is weirdly related. Bombing run out from 7 CIE, but the Zulu squad recon take cover in the cattle sheds and limit the effectiveness of the bombing run. Supplies down from ZSR. Now I'm not sure they'll get a garrison in that location. It's going to be tight. Oh, sorry, it was American supplies. My bad. It was to distract, I think. So Staff Sergeant Scotty has got that, and the airhead came down. General Guna has since removed the airhead from existence, and that will not be used for a spawn. Did one spawn in it? Is that what that guy's? Oh, Goss with the outpost demolition. Interesting bit of back and forth here, with strong pushes onto both points from both teams. It's interesting to see. It's almost like who will fold first and pull the infantry back to defend, and sometimes it happens at the same time. But this is interesting from ZSR. So they keep what they keep doing. I think is coming out of HQ, sneaking across into these fields, and then popping up OPs like this and like this. And then there's even a garrison here, which you can see a big spawn wave off of. But you'll likely see some more OPs going down off of that. But just allows for a nice easy walk into there, and then that squad can push in from the back door. All the while, obviously, there is pressure from tanks and whoever else on the real front door. Sorry there. But yeah, this makes for quite an interesting match to watch, to be honest. Let's see what happens. Let's follow Cactus in, shall we? He's probably got a satchel in hand, waiting to take down that Gary. Probably wants to get on the side of the cattle sheds, but Badger does not allow him to get close enough. Oh, he's reloading. He heard the ting, and his Staff Sergeant Scotty going for the spade. He went the spade! Staff Sergeant Scotty with the spade kill. The disrespect. Let's see if we can catch Scotty doing that again. Yeah, a few spawn waves out from 7 CIE, but I don't know if it's... Holy, we've got 4 OPs now down here. Got 4 of them in that circle, and they're all very close to the ZSR defensive or backup garrison. Sorry, it will be the attacking garrison if they lose cattle sheds. So they need to sniff that out, but no one has come across it just yet. Major Tip Toucher. Oh, sorry, not Major Tip Toucher. Master Sergeant Snow coming in off of the garrison and now running to OPs. He's turned before he gets to the critical ones, but he is trying to comb his way through here. But I don't think he realises that they're out to the east. And that is the recon plane out for the Axis. 76. The Sherman has been pinged and spotted, and that is... Who took that out? Is there a tank? Oh, I think they must have killed themselves in the process, but... Oh, hang on. Oh, was it you little sneaky buggers? Comrade Scrano and Mighty on the Tiger tank. I didn't actually realise that the little machine gun ball actually moves with the driver. That's very interesting. They've seen Twix at some point and they're trying to sniff him out, splash him with a HE. But this is a very nice spot to watch over the open fields. You've got a view down to there on the Sherman tank, which I can only assume they took down with their cannon. So look, where's the fights happening? We've got a strange Major Colm on the half track over on the west. It's a little strange. Big Rolo going back for the garrison that he knows the position of, but falling a little short. But he is committed and driven. He wants that garrison taken down. Garrison is locked out for 7 CIE. High voltage with the demolition.
Yeah, we get one more.
Thank you for the follow. Whoever you may be. I don't have the notifications come on because I like to keep the screen clean in case it's needed. Whereas Desmond DOS popping up on the screen with telling me who's followed is a little distracting for the viewers or reviewers. Thank you, whoever you are. It is very, very much appreciated. This flanking area on the back of cattle sheds is really, it's like its own little death match really. Big Rolo finally making his way through, getting that garrison takedown that he's wanted so desperately for a good while, supported by Red, and a few more of his team are coming over. But Yuri taking down an OP. Twix wants the repair station. Yeah, repair station destroyed, but Yuri sees them. Garrison taken down by Big Rolo. Mission accomplished for him. And now it's probably going to be Operation Kill the Tank, which is sat in a very sneaky spot. I don't think it was here originally. I think it was in this gap, but they've got a lovely repair station set up, and then they are sat on the very edge of this trench and using this hedge for cover and just looking, waiting. Supplies down for oh god, I'm so tired. I don't like doing these at night, even though I've never done them in the day, but still. Whose are these supplies? Where are you? Let's be having you. Sorry for the erratic camera movement there, that was actually a bit nuts. Right, let's just head back to there the supplies coming down. Got an airhead coming down in D1, but I think it's going to get spotted. Whose are these supplies? They are German supplies. So that is ZSR trying to re-establish that backup garrison. But also we've got Zepek running towards the airhead, providing he has seen it. Genuinely didn't realise you could get out here. And I don't think... What? So there's no way around. Lovely bit of broken map geometry over here. Can I... So I can be stuck underground if I go in there. Sorry, just thought I'd check that out. I know it's probably not that entertaining, but no, Zepek has not. They have not spotted the airhead. Dixon running like mad, but don't think he's spotted the airhead here. General Guna straight off of it. Dixon's eyes over there. Guna taken down. First time chatter from Alright guys, thank you very much. Thanks for dropping by. But yeah, the airhead I think has been dealt with. Was called out after the first spawn, which wasn't really a wave, it was a single soldier. We've Nabutada and Panzerfarts. Looks like Nabutada's gone plane spotting. He's looked for the recon plane, but Panzerfarts been taken down by someone else, probably Do 1209 BVS. Of course, that just roll off the tongue beautifully. And what does roll off the tongue beautifully is Bumhead 2. Now, Bumhead 2, aware of the threats. Sorry, I know there's a bombing run, but Bumhead 2 is more important, alright? I'm joking. Kind of. Oh, it just missed out on the Gary, though. Providing that must have been Zulu Squad Recon with the bombing run. And the garrison has somehow survived that. It must have just been in between the bomb drops, but the defensive units all respawn on it. We've got Crooner, Rosie Boot, Master Sergeant Snow, Staff Sergeant Scotty, and Master Sergeant JC. Oh god, Corporal Red, Sergeant Panzerfarts, Master Sergeant Dara, all pushing down this western flank here, off of the OP and the Gary. Decent push here. This could really make some ground into Winter's Landing. No real threats on cattle sheds. I mean, this is very hard to capture what is going on between both points here. We've got this in F4 and around going on, but it's locked out. Looks like it's going to get dealt with. There's only 2 infanteers. Oh, 2 infantry. Moving in towards Winter's Landing. So I'm just going to do this so new people can read it. We've got a supply drop out, I think, there, right in the corner of C1, which is quite a common play that you'll see from commanders. Is they drop supplies right in the far corner and hope that no one spots them, and then you try and send in one of your flanking sneaky squad leaders to go and build a garrison up, which essentially then works like an airhead. So we have got Major Colm and Bumhead 2 seem to have been working in unison this game with flanking around the back, but it looks like Luliv and Joke have seen the supplies and are moving in for the takedown, or at least the denial of building a garrison. They are moving across the field. Joke and Luliv, Major Colm moving towards these supplies. Oh, what a shot! Joke with the 1 bullet, 1 kill. Sent straight back to respawn. And the supplies, I think they may have thought it was an airhead. Maybe. Or they just covered more ground with 2, I guess. But Joke from the 7th CIE taking down the supplies. But Major Colm is coming back with vengeance. Sneaks his way past 1. He's about to run in head to head with Joke. I could make a very good joke here, but I'll refrain from doing so. Major running back, but there are no supplies for him to build, so he will take up a little bush spot, maybe get his OP down. Who knows what he could do from back here. Big push onto Winter's Landing. Zulu are taking the point from the front door by the looks of it. A lot of the 7CI positioned off to the east. Looks like General Guna and Wormgood Cop will easily be able to push in from the west here. A couple of spawns off of HQ, or the half track, sorry. HQ will be locked out at this stage of the game. And Joke and Rodrigo are pushing up to clear the area. Master Sergeant Darren now positioning himself, looking towards those defending units, but one remains. Papa John's has been taken down. The Sherman is sat in a rather precarious location. I mean, if the Tiger can see... Oh, the Tiger is positioned well far back now. I think that was artillery coming down. Oh, great tank shell. Great shooting from Hasute. Tip touch moving in. A bit of friendly fire, I think, there from the tank. I think they got a bit trigger happy. Oh, and another 2 for them. Really saving the day, but now I've spotted something that is really turning the tides of war, and the 7CIE are back on the attack on cattle sheds. Probably off of those outposts that were positioned so far out in random locations. There's been an airhead dropped on gardens. No. Whoof! Nearly. I nearly did it. It's like instinctive. Now I've played a bit of Hell Let Loose recently. I'm trying to like point it out to you guys with the map. Don't know where it is, but I think it's been found. Oh, it hasn't been found. Dead otter running right by the silent... Oh, it blends in beautifully there, doesn't it? It blends in just like anything else. So the airhead has snuck by. And I think 7CIE are going to flip this. With 12 minutes to go. This game's flown by. I didn't realise there was only 12 minutes left. I normally do about a half an hour time check, but 12 minutes, right. There's about the last 10 minutes to fight over mid if this cap onto cattle sheds goes through, which it appears it will, unless Charlie Squad, Unknown Tribute Squad, can pull something out the bag. They've got flamethrower, they've got disco balls on the automatic rifle, but the point has flipped at cattle sheds, and that 4-1 win may be slipping away from them. Unless they do exactly what they did last time and push right back in. The airhead's still clear. Got commander on airhead, got support. So a support player who will likely get him a box when possible, and the garrison will go up on gardens and give them a lovely attacking advantage over to Pierre's. I guess they could flank round in 10 minutes, but looks like Zulu are going to set up shortly on Pierre's, expecting that quick attack as it was before. But there is a recon tank up here. I'm not really sure where they've gone. Yeah, they've headed out to the east here. And only Major and Disco Balls, who both cannot deal with a recon tank. Commander down, and oh, Disco Balls just surviving, getting into cover. There is a garrison up. Yeah, there is a garrison up, and it's well hidden. It's not in the normal, what you see in pubs usually is the garrison right in that corner, with the same kind of supply drop or a supply truck drop. But major tip with the destroying of the recon tank and removing that threat, and as expected, oh sorry, not as expected, that sounds terrible. As we said, the retake onto cattle sheds is now in progress, and I think the airhead, it was in a good spot, but when players have respawned on it, they're just a little too far out to get back on the defence for cattle sheds. We've got a bombing run in the exact same spot as before from from 7CIA. I guess it is going to get Bumhead 2 actually. Let's hope he can jump out the way before his demise. Oh, there is a Sherman now going to a great spot. I think that's going to get the OP. And JC with the satchel. No! JC trying to get the satchel on, and the bombing run comes through. But I think Dark Hunter was aware of his presence and jumped out fairly quickly to try and take him down. Now Long Snake is playing as a snake in the grass right now and sneaking his way up behind with a Panzer Shrek. One ricochets from that. Oh, okay. Reloading and fire. One in. One more, I think, for the takedown if he's got it. Oh, just a little low there, Long Snake. Tiny bit low. The retake going through, but now we've got squad leaders Rodrigo, Dixon taken down. General 8 Nabutada, Papi and Do 1209 BVS moving into the point. And there is a bunch of Zulu Squad Recon moving in now. Once this cluster move into the strong point, I think it may be flipped without any kind of possibility of contesting for 7CIE unless they get something crazy down, like a satchel, a proxy satchel, a tank shell. There is a tank in there. It is the medium. And the medium taken down, that's probably it. That was the cap weight of 9 players really. The 3 times 3 of the strong point. So 9 takedowns really in the cap weight for Zulu. And this is heartbreaking for the 7CIE. They've worked so hard to cap cattle sheds twice now. So we had the initial cap on Pierre's farm. Then we had Zulu Squad Recon push fairly quickly over to cattle sheds within, I think it was within 20 minutes they'd capped cattle sheds. And then there's been a fight back and forth over the last point, and cattle sheds, Winter's Landing and cattle sheds. Oh, they are defending. They are defending. I've been made to eat my words there. The Tiger tank is under heavy AT fire from Bosco, Twix and Pappy. 3 AT surrounded the Tiger, and the Tiger is being destroyed. And that is. Oh wait. Every time I say one thing, the opposite thing starts to happen. Sorry. Anyway, so what was I saying? There was a fight from cattle sheds at the last point. Then 7CIE took cattle sheds. Zulu took it straight back, and then the fight has been ploughing on for around half an hour, and then 7CIE have retaken cattle sheds, and now Zulu are looking to retake it back. It just seems like with 7CIE pushing off an airhead, it's hard to really stabilise after that if you don't get your garrison down either in the spot of the airhead or somewhere on the point, but it needs to be fairly quickly, so you need either a double drop or once it's capped, just a support player ready to really get those supplies down. Now Panzerfahrts, bit of a rocket from General 8 there into the barn just to make sure it's cleared, and 7CA are holding on, but I'm not sure what we'll see here. I don't know if we'll see them. There's no threat onto PS apart from this easy squad outpost. But it looks like 7CIE are going to try and settle for a 3-2 loss, unless I'm missing something. But there's only this single outpost for one squad to attack onto Pierre's farm. There are no garrisons, no other OPs in the area, so that's the only squad that can really get up there. The rest of the OPs are just dotted around. That's a garrison. And they're just dotted around along with an outpost over here as well. But they've just basically surrounded cattle sheds with outposts, and there is now one garrison there. There's a bombing run coming through, and I think I'm about to miss it. So let's. Have I cleared my thing? No, I haven't. Oh god, it's full of circles. Right, bombing run is coming through onto the garrison. Oh, this could be big. Massive artillery shell from the professional there. That was huge. He's dialed right in on that garrison, so someone must have had a ping on it. The bombing run coming through now. Gets the garrison destroyed. Only 3 7CIE in the strong point now, along with a tank crew who are driving the recon through the cattle sheds, pretending they are the cattle. But they're not moving too quick. Satchel on.
Satchel on the recon tank, satchel on the recon tank.
2 of them. One call from Worm God Cop.
Double satchel.
Double satchel. No chance of defusing that one, boys. This could be the turning point here. Thomas just waiting for the satchel to go off. And seeing a cloud of smoke before his explodey death. And ZSR now pushing hard onto cattle sheds. They want this 4-1. They've held them off for so long. They went onto 5th point, and now all bodies are fighting over cattle sheds. Look at this, everyone just swarming in. The ZSR have got the majority of players in the strong point. We've got this.
He's prone in the corner.
He is indeed prone in the corner, trying to call out to his teammates in blue chat. The position of
Rosie
this.
Butts, if you turn left and go through your door, there's a fella prone in the corner to your left through the door. He's got a shotgun prone.
Ah. Rosie did not hear the call. The call was made. I think we might see Worm God coming back for that kill. Strafe run out from 7CIE, thinking that they're pushing along that road. And the recon plane out as well for Axis or Zulu. 2 minutes 50 remaining, and I would say that at least the win has gone to Zulu. So congratulations to them. They have won one way or the other. It just depends on the score now. So sit around and we'll see if this ends 3-2 or 4-1. Technically, it could be 5. It could be a 5. Possibly. I don't know. P4 now, moving around in the wheat field. Just shelling anything it can in the final moments. And... wait, hang on. When did the flip happen? Did I miss that? Well, anyway, the flip has happened on cattle sheds, and within 5 seconds, I will be able to announce the score. Congratulations, Zulu Squad Recon, for the 4-1 win. So they've just piled bodies in the strong point there to defend it past the 2-minute mark, meaning that that is the, as both bars at the top of the screen are completely full. No more caps can go through for the remainder of this game, so well done teams, well done. Everyone played very well there. That was very enjoyable to watch, bit of back and forth, good airheads, good flanking manoeuvres, good outposts, good squad hopping to get more players on the outpost. Very good to see. A couple of satchels here and there. Some good long range AT rockets as well. Now, man of the match, I think Rosie, although they've just died, I think Rosie, with that starting kill streak and the fact they've been in a lot of the action, they were front door, they went on like a 8, possibly more if I missed some kill streak at the start. Well, not at the start, it was on to Winter's Landing, so it can't be at the start. But yeah, I think Rosie's going to get my player of the match for the winning side. And 7CIE, who will I have a look at for you guys? Who was the flanker actually? Because that guy was like a dog with a bone. Big Rolo, that was the one. I think I'm going to give Big Rolo a shout out. I don't know MVP though. I think General 8. I'm going to give General 8 the. I think he's been everywhere, hasn't he? He's been doing a bit of everything. General 8. I've called his name out a fair bit for killing. Yeah, shout out to Big Rolo for the Garrison takedowns, but General 8 for the losing side player of the match. But Rosie, congratulations for the win and also the MVP award. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. That is a 4-1 win for Zulu Squad Recon. Congratulations. Unlucky 7 CIE. You gave it a damn good try, to be honest, and you didn't give up. You made them work for it. So well done. If you've enjoyed this video, on YouTube at least, there is a button specifically for that, so do give that like button a press if so. And if you're here on Twitch, feel free to follow me, completely free to do so. So if you want to see more of this and get notifications on when I'm streaming, a follow is appreciated and we'll do that for you. If you wish to subscribe, you can do so with the Twitch Prime sub. No pressure though, don't really mind. I do this for fun, it's not a job. And anyway, that has been round 5 of Division 2 for the Hell EU League. I have been your host, Highway to Heal. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.